All right, everybody. A couple of weeks ago, I said that we were going to have a new update for Modern and Massive 2 soon. It's taken us a couple of days longer than we'd anticipated, but we're there. We've got the new update. All you need to do is go to your Cradle Hub, click Update, and it's going to do the rest for you. So super simple. Let's get into the headline news about what this update includes. So first up, the headlines are we've got brand new producer presets from Bown, from Sam Guaiana, from Neil Kennedy, from Sam Bassal, and from Austin Hull. So, I mean, between them, these are the guys that are producing and mixing Sleep Token, Bullet for My Valentine, Intervals, Silverstein, Thornhill, and much more. So an amazing selection of presets from those incredible producers. Thank you so much for doing those. We also now have full MIDI Groove Pack integration into Modern and Massive 2. So this is really huge. If you own any of our Groove Packs, look out for an email. It'll explain what you need to do. Make sure that you download the brand new version of the Groove Packs because they've been improved immeasurably with some very fine detail work done on the velocities and on the timings as well to make sure they're all sounding their absolute best in general, but particularly with Modern and Massive 2. I think you're going to find that these are sounding incredible and very realistic, which we're very pleased with. So I think that's going to be something which people are going to get a lot out of. As I say, look out for the email with instructions about how to integrate those. I think if you've been using our Groove Packs already, you're going to be blown away by these improvements, frankly. I think they sound so much better. And they're also made a little bit easier by the fact that we now have some smart logic which handles, if there are fewer kit pieces, particularly toms, on the kit than have been programmed for, that's all kind of handled and the MIDI still plays back toms. Even if there isn't a tom selected, it will kind of move to the next most relevant tom. And the fact that we now have cycle arrows to go through the Groove Pack grooves without having to leave the other windows of Modern and Massive 2. We've also extended that arrow cycling functionality to the preset browser, which means that you don't have to open the preset browser every time in order to be able to kind of open and try the next preset on the list, which I think is a really nice quality of life update. This isn't the end of the updates that we want to do to the Groove player and to the preset sorting system. We still plan to make this more streamlined, more easily searchable and easier to find your favorite grooves, but we haven't implemented those in this update. That's going to come in the future, and I think that's going to be brilliant when it does. Most of the rest of the improvements that we've made in this update pertain to eKit players, so it's time to rejoice because the hi-hats are now functioning perfectly, according to our beta testers. In the original version, it worked well for some people. Some people were having issues. And I think even when it was working well, it wasn't necessarily responding completely fluidly, like kind of felt like you needed to work the pedal in specific ways to get that to sound right. I'm so happy to say that with the hard work of our team and also with particularly CK and Simon from the beta testing team, who delivered lots of great feedback, and with them we were able to iterate the hi-hat control multiple times to get it working as best as possible. I think we've now ended up with a hi-hat response and sound, which I think is, absolutely amazing. And I'm hoping that you guys, when you try it on your eKits, feel the same. In addition to those tweaks, we've also worked on the hi-hat realism using the kind of parameters within our Fluid Plus realism technology. We have now managed to achieve a much more fluid sound when working between the different articulations of the hi-hat. And you'll notice particularly that hi-hat barks. So that's if you go from hard hit with the pedal open to closing it quickly for that psst sound. That now sounds extremely realistic, which is something which I think is a bit of a giveaway in many MIDI drum samplers, that never quite sounds right. And I'm very happy with where that's ended up with now. I'm very, very pleased with that, and I hope that you guys find that realistic and inspiring too. Additionally, and this is probably the last point which I'm going to talk about because there are quite a lot of kind of small quality of life updates which we've done. You can look for the release notes for that. But I think the last thing which I'll highlight is for eKit players, we now have Polyphonic Aftertouch choking. So that means you can manually choke your cymbals after hitting them, which I know is something which players have wanted. And I feel really happy to say that we've managed to integrate that. It wasn't easy. Actually, I think it was this that delayed this update release a little bit because It was really difficult, and I've got to say the team did an absolutely amazing job iterating the version until we got a great response without unwanted triggers, and that it worked both in playing and in playback, which different DAWs have different ways of handling stuff. So it was a bit of a nightmare, but it's now working super well, and I think that that's an amazing thing to have added to the sampler. As I've said in the past, all of these updates that we've made to this are also going to become kind of the foundation of our future libraries as well. So it's really exciting to me, and I hope that you guys enjoy this updated version of Modern Massive 2, and that it makes you perhaps even more excited to see what's to come, both in terms of new updates to Modern Massive 2. We still want to make things a little bit smoother and functional in a couple of places, but also to future products, which I think are going to come out of the gate with incredible functionality and usability. So thank you so much. Again, should be very simple. Cradle Hub, click update. It should do the rest. Might need to restart your DAW after doing that to make sure the changes have taken place. But yeah, enjoy it. Let us know how you get on with it, and I'll speak to you soon.